Sorry. It was a sleeve off of one of my old t-shirts. Anyway, it's Tuesday, November 18th, 10:16 a.m. in the year of our Lord 2025, because the Lord of Time has told us that's what it is. So there you go. So Mother Earth, Father Time. I think I asked a question. Oh, I've got two YouTubes open. I wonder if it's telling me I'm going live on YouTube right now on my other device. Oh, yes. And it says, Tonomental is live. Where's the stage? Well, yeah. I'm live on two cameras or two monitors. I'll turn that one off. And if anybody's watching me right now, they can chat to me whilst I make another cup of coffee. And I might even cook some breakfast. I don't know. You want a cooking show? Apparently people like cooking shows. Well, I don't, but I do cook a lot of my own food. It's not a bad thing. Practical skills. The practical skills that disappear from this world very easily seem to be increasing. Oof. If the lighting's bad today on my broadcast, or the sound is weird, or anything, then I apologise in advance. But I do have. What do I have? You know what? I'm going to wait. I'm not going to spoil this podcast by cooking breakfast. I'm going to give you something more interesting to look at. Oof. There you go. There we go. Power to the peaceful. That was a little design that I made up and put on a large sweatshirt. It's rather good, I think, because we have to, in some way, shape or form, advance humanity through this malaise called life. It's not a malaise. Okay. So it's been a struggle for many people to recognize. I mean, I go deep into all sorts of conspiracy theories, one of which is completely disturbing the shit out of me today. But it's a good one, and it's really interesting, and it's highly possible that this is a good one because it resonates with me. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's the right one, and it doesn't explain all of life. Because all of life is all we have, really. The life we share with each other. And I just interacted with somebody on a phone call that I love, who is completely and utterly lost in a world of pain, because that's where she wants to live. It's sad, really, because I want to live in a world of peace. Yeah, that one. Can I zoom in? Oh yeah, look. I want to live in that world of peace. All right. I have a visitor. So all the world's a stage and we are merely actors. I don't like merely, but we're actors. Where's the stage? My stage is my stage set prior to my being here? Was the sage the bard of Stratford? He didn't write any of his shit. Anyway, when you think of it in those terms, the podcast I'm watching right now, which is a psychological analysis via the lens of music, revisiting Donald Marshall. Fuck yeah, I'm going to put it in the show notes. Now, I'm letting you know beforehand, if you go down conspiracy theory rabbit holes, you must wear your armor. You must, in this human experience, wear some sort of armor, because it gets deep. I mean, it gets really deep and dark. Donnie Darko. It gets dark. All right. But I still find it fascinating because it's all part of life's experience. And if we are on a stage, then I'm just a player. Just a player. I'm going to play music next week. On Monday, next Monday. So that'll be fun. Okay, some people in the chat room ask me questions. I have all the answers. So do you, but ask the questions anyway, because it's fun to play this game of Q&A, you know, questioning life, questioning reality, trying to come up with answers that resonate with you, but they might not resonate with others. But it's fun to do. Exploration time. Let's have an adventure. All the world's a stage. Where's my stage? Oh, there it is. The world. I know. It's great. It's good to play. I'm drinking coffee. I've only had one, but I seem to be acting like I've had 100. If you live in a bubble, and we all create these bubbles. If you live in a bubble and that bubble is so thick-skinned that you can't get out of it yourself, then you've trapped yourself within a world of your own making. My poor wife, who I'm estranged from, estranged is a good word, I'm estranged from, is just able to see through that multicolored sheen that goes on a bubble. She's just able to see through it, and she's like, oh shit, because she never really let go of her baby dreams, right? So anyway, questions. Okay, people in the chat. Chai 7 Ado Safe. Hello. Chai Sado. Chi 7 ADOU Safe. I want one, please. Oh, a coffee? Sure. Pop round. I'm just here. I live in a motorhome, little tiny motorhome that I love, and it's great. It was a gift from my mama. Okay. I want one, please. Oh, chicken and biscuits. Dark light, all a balance. Yes, for sure. Oh my gosh. But the thing is, when people, you know, I'm lucky, I suppose, in a way. I can see in the dark. I've looked deep into the dark, but I can see in the dark for some reason. And I suppose that's a blessing, because a lot of people stumble into the dark and never come back out. I could come back out straight into the light. Boom. Or I take my light in with me, you know. I mean, one of those miner's hats, you know. I think I've probably got one here somewhere. Miner's. I've got a magnetic thing over there. Oh, maybe that's maybe that works. Oh yeah. There you go. I'm going to pin that to my forehead. I'm going to go to the dark. Aye. That's handy dandy little tool. Just in case everything goes tits up. Not that I don't, whatever. What's I mean, everything? It can't go tits up, can it? Okay. Tightrope. Yeah, it can be a tightrope, but the thing is, it's like we've learned to balance our mental, physical, emotional self, it's our spiritual self that's under attack. This whole thing, is a psychological operation. It's a war, it's a psyop, but it's okay because I'm not gonna fight it. I'm just gonna let it go. It's fine. Let it fucking go. Oh well. Okay. You married a bubble. I did. I married into a bubble. Actually, who would you be with a few changes of outcomes? Oh my God. Butterfly effect. Yeah. Who knows? Who knows? It's just, there you go. It's just a hair's breadth away from being completely different. Because it's our perception. I've cleansed the doors as best I can. And this is my perception. So I've cleansed the doors of perception. Thank you, William Blake. But it's my doors. I'm going in. So, yeah. Do those realities exist? Of course, everything exists. And also, so does nothing. Concepts. Okay. You married a bubble? Yes. I mean, I wrote a song many years ago called Defending the Dreamers. It's number 2 on the list of songs that I might be playing next Monday. No, I will be playing these songs next Monday. It's number 2. It's called Defending the Dreamers. And it's about living in a godless life, defending the dreamers. Because I married one. I married one that never really woke. We talk about the woke and awakening and all that stuff, but it's like, in a way, we all live in a bigger bubble called consciousness, which is, you can call it whatever you want. Anyone can tell. It's like whatever you want, but we're not in control. No, absolutely no one. I'm going to play a little sample from at the beginning of my show. Next Monday, I'm playing. At the beginning of my show, I'm going to play a quote, a repeated quote, with all echo and effects on it. But it's a Terence McKenna quote. Let me see if I can pull it up, because it doesn't matter. If I get banned, I get fucking banned. I'm already shadow banned. Who gives a shit? Let me see if I can pull it up. Pull it up, brother. I don't want to play anymore with your games of stupid chance. My chance is my life, and it's the way I want to do it. There we go. Vox, my little DJ set. You want to see it briefly? There it is. Working with a couple spinny discs. No, that's not it. God, so much stuff. Here it is. Let's put it over here. I don't even know if it's going to play now. Oof. Let's give it a go. It's loading. Is it loading?
No one is in control. Absolutely no one. No one is in control. Absolutely no one. No one is in control.
So, absolutely no one. Terence McKenna. Okay, so you married a bubble. Yeah, I'm the bubble boy. Cobart. Okay, chicken on biscuits. Do those realities exist? Yeah, everything exists. That was a good question, though. You married a bubble? Yeah, sure did. I think what I was attracted to, because I delve so much into that darker side of life, and I feel completely safe and secure doing that because I'm carrying this huge fucking light. Not this one, but, well, maybe that one. Who knows? So I was attracted to an opposite, which was somebody who was so naive, so absolutely naive, that they were still in a dream world, in a dreamscape. So yeah, I married a bubble. I married my opposite. The trouble is, she started to look outside the bubble. Anyway, and it's a shock to her. I mean, gosh. And I suppose I'm a little bit responsible because obviously I'm high maintenance and I talk a lot and I'm a loudmouth and I shout to people about building a better world out of real love, you know, real love, like that unconditional love. Anyway, I go on about that way too much on my channel. So bubble boy, bubble boy, bubble boy. Aye. This is a good one. Magnets will scramble your brainwaves, Buster. Have you noticed that every dystopian thing where they get you to go into some sort of like trance like thing, they put these this is funny. I have a magnet or two. Let me see if I can pick a magnet. There we go. There we go. There's a magnet. They put things on your temples, like, you know, like this. This is a fridge magnet, and I put it back on the fridge. Magnets, yeah. I mean, the thing is, our polarity. See, if we get into that, we can start talking about the polarity shift. Oh my God, you know, we can go down that deep rabbit hole, which is a good one. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but in truth, I'm actually in Los Angeles area, Greater Los Angeles area. Just up the road from here is a place called Chatsworth. Underneath Chatsworth is a deep cave and lots of caves and underground tunnels. And in one of those underground tunnels, in part of makeup of Chatsworth itself, is a particle collider, not unlike CERN, but probably a lot larger. And that's definitely magnetic. But the thing is, what is magnetic? Opposites attract, right? That's why I married the bubble lady. And she called me out. She said, well, many years ago, I used to shut myself in my shed and do music and basically just hide from her torment because it was bouncing off the walls. But anyway, I would sit up in my shed and I realized we were polar opposites, you know. We were no longer attracting each other. We were pushing away from each other. And it was because she was going more and more into her belief system that I can't be in line with. We didn't agree to disagree, which was sad. And we are now, as we get older, we're kind of mellow and realise I know what she wants, she knows what I want, but we can't give it to each other, so we might as well just hold each other up. Anyway. Damn, you ripped that hair right out of your scalp. Well, because I was just trying to explain how the tiniest of shift in our perception gives us the greatest of joy or the greatest of pain, and we can do that instantly, almost instantly, but we're right there. And also the time shift, this time I'm in right now is in my human experience, it's full of experience, but it's just such a slither. And then there's another timeline and there's another me. So I don't know. Get into all sorts of nonsense here. I don't know. Well, it's not nonsense. Boo. I like that. Bubble boy. So this is Cobart 72. Magnets will scramble your brain waves, Buster. I'm not Buster. Damn, you ripped the hair out your head. This is Cobart. Do you believe in reincarnation? I believe that it's a weird concept. Reincarnation, as is described by a religious grouping in its much more different, complex way of explaining it, than one of the other 400 religions there are in the world. Reincarnation in that sense, no, but I do believe that that we never truly die. Our spirits transcend this realm, and within that realm we can choose to come back into and go out of. I mean, I've been visited by my mum since she died. So do I believe in reincarnation? Yes, but she's not really dead. She's only passed on into the spirit world. So I don't know. I don't think I believe in reincarnation in that sense, in the religious sense. There's a skull and a frog and lots of family faces. I don't know what half these emojis mean. Anyway, realize, real thighs. I got the thighs of a fullback. You know, I could play. Look at that. Look at the strength. I still got a lot of strength in my thighs. I always had strong thighs. When I was a jockey, I used to ride racehorses, and my thighs were the thing that held my whole being on the top of these horses when we're going at 40 mile an hour towards a fence and jumping the fence. It was thigh strength, anyway. And so I've had strong thighs most of my life. Thank you, old sport. I do repeat myself. The thing is, life is a series of repetitions. So the thing is, life is a series of repetitions. The thing is, life is a series of repetitions. Until we wake up, and then we start to learn that they were lessons. Okay. So yes, I've read the bubble question 3 times. Old sport. Do you want me to read it again? I appreciate that you respond to every message, though. Yeah, I receive messages. What I really want to do is receive questions that challenge my perception. What I perceive to be true is true, right? That's it. So here I am, sat in my truth. Well, actually, I'm sat in a chair, but okay, enough joking. Maybe I should just made breakfast instead of getting involved in trying to explain who I am. I appreciate you respond to every message. Well, give me a message that I can respond to that's more interesting than, you know, do you believe in reincarnation? That's a pretty great question. Thank you. Sorry, Cobart. Anything else? Anything else? Anybody in there got any more questions for the great oracle that is Nigel Mitchell, or Nigel the Nomad? Because I want to go on listening to. God, does it go on that long? Good Lord. I think I'll have to take these in bite-sized pieces. It's a podcast, and it's actually really interesting to me. And so it's by somebody who goes as Time Rider. No, sorry, Time Rider. TYMERIDER. Time Rider. Look them up and see what you think. But be warned, it's like it might resonate with you, and it might give you a truth that you don't want to hear, and then you can just go like this, la 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 la. It's going to go in that ear. So you go like this, la 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 la, and it goes in that ear, and you go, oh my God, and then you close your eyes and you close your ears, and then you cut off all your senses, and then you become that which you really are, the inner you, the peaceful you, the one who wants to see the world through the lens of love and peace. Yeah, I do. I grant you this. If you live it, it's being created. Live in love and peace. All right. Cheers then. That'll do. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's 25 minutes. That's good. All righty then. Bye. Love you very much. Love you very much. Love you very much.